Welcome to Creamer Media's Resources Watch, a weekly video roundup of the events and people making and shaping the news in the mining industry. This week, foreigners snap up Royal Bafokeng Platinum shares. African Barrick looking in West and Northeast Africa for potential M&A. And AngloGold Ashanti CEO says it's on the cusp of a 100-year mining change. The strong demand for Royal Bafokeng Platinum shares from international investors shows continued confidence in South Africa as an investment destination. Editor Martin Creamer spoke to CFO Martin Prinsloo at the company's listing on the JSE.
The level of demand from international investors just shows that, notwithstanding all of the issues around nationalisation and so forth, that they still have confidence in investing in the South African mining industry. We were humbled by the demand for the share. We were well oversubscribed for these shares. What specifically made us very comfortable and really made us very happy was the demand from offshore. The international investors have shown that once again, notwithstanding all the negative talk about South Africa, they certainly showed their confidence to invest in South Africa through a 40% component of our shareholding being international investors.
African Barrick Gold CEO Greg Hawkins discusses opportunities to boost production at the company's Bulyanhulu mine.
So we've basically got a feasibility study underway. The idea is we can get about 1 million tonnes or so up the shaft as we speak at the moment, Bulyanhulu from the main ore body. It's capacity constrained, but the mill has about 1.25 million tonnes capacity, so there's a gap there. And if we can truck the material from the Upper East Zone up, we intend to use that gap in the mill capacity and add around 50,000 ounces a year in terms of production from about 2014 onwards. So again, feasibility study we've been working on very actively this year and should be complete in the front half of next year to get to a production decision on that.
South African gold mining major AngloGold Ashanti is on the cusp of the greatest mining change in more than 100 years. Editor Martin Creamer spoke to CEO Mark Kutafani.
You spoke of being in the South African context on the cusp of the greatest mining change in 100 years.
Certainly the changes to the operating processes, and when you put that with transformation in our industry, I think they are really the greatest changes we've seen in 100 years of mining. So when you look at safety, when you look at transformation, and it really is transformation, and you look at the different ways we're now thinking about the assets, thinking about the business, and more importantly thinking about people, it really does, I think, add up to probably the most significant change we've seen in the industry in 100 years.
For mining news as it breaks, stay logged onto miningweekly.com and register for our free daily newsletter.